famous great rabbis of yesteryear. Now we're in Tunisia territory, here on the 21st of Tammuz, marks the Hilula of really famous rabbi from Tunisia, Rabbi Shlomo Shamama, Zecher Tzadik Livracha, one of the great rabbis of his time. He came from very great rabbinic auspices. His father's name was Rabbi Yehuda Shemama, and I think he was born actually in Tunisia, respectively. Remember, Tunisia, especially during the 19th century, was a bastion of Torah life. He passed away in the year 1806. I'm not too sure on the exact date he was born, so I'll have to double check on that. So that's very, very interesting. So let's explore a little bit within regards to the great rabbi's life. So came from great, let's say, rabbinic auspices. I think the family, Mishpachat Shamama in of itself, was a family that were, I think, very, very wealthy in Tunisia. They were very well off, and they were privileged, let's say, well off when it comes to a Torah point of view, where they would dedicate themselves within regards to a huge breadth of Torah study in of itself, learning pretty much a lot of the time. He himself, Rabbi Shemama, would learn most of his Torah from his rabbi, another great rabbi we've mentioned about on various occasions before in this series. His rabbi's name was Rabbi Eliyahu Belaish. Remember, we've spoken about various rabbis from the Belaish family, so that was his rabbi. Now, I think his wife's name was Rabbanit Aziza. That was her name. She came from the family called the Kraif family. And I believe they would have three sons, Yehuda, Nisim, and Natan. Now, it's reported that Rabbi Shlomo Shamama passed away at a youngish age. I think it was actually on the 21st of Tammuz in the year 1806. I'm not too sure the exact date he was born. I'm just reading this from the Hayami website, which gives actually very good descriptions. They've made a lot of effort on biography articles on famous rabbis from Sephardic countries. Now, he would have famous Torah works, including the Torah colossal work. I believe it was named the Shorsh Yishai. This included, let's say, פירושים on various different מסכתות, tractates of the Talmud. I believe that would actually come out after he passed away, possibly through his brother Yitzchak Chai would actually publish it. I think, let's just say, that was a very, very Torah colossal work. We'll speak about it in a minute. And the name, I think, of this book was chosen, I think, by Rabbi Shlomo's brother, if I'm not mistaken. Now, the word, I think, Yishai, is formed of initials, Yehuda, Shlomo, Yitzchak, to, let's say, allude to the respect of the sons, Chacham Shlomo and Chacham Yitzchak, for, I think, their father, Yehuda. Or, I think, yes, that's very interesting. I'll just state it in Hebrew, what the Hayami website says in itself. Et Shem HaSefer Bach, Kol Anideh, Achiv Shel Chacham Shlomo. Hamila Yishai, that's a Yud, Yishin Yud, not said it, Merashei Tevot, Yehuda Shlomo Yitzchak, Lelemuz, they're hinting to Al Kavod Abanim, the honor for his sons, Chacham Shlomo, Yitzchak, Chacham Shlomo and Yitzchak, Lavihem Yehuda, Al Chacham Shlomo, Mechaber HaSefer Al Yitzchak, Hamotzi Le'or, respectively. So that was a very great book. I believe, I think he had a Torah colossal book. Yeah, I think it was printed possibly later on in his life. Now, I think it could be that there was various other writings that would actually get printed, I believe. I'm not too sure exactly where the book was printed itself, respectively, but no, he was a great rabbi of his time, Rabbi Shlomo Shamama was, which in Tunisia, especially in Tunis, there was many, many great rabbanim. And I think it could be that his book was actually published, I believe, in Tunisia, respectively. So that was very, very interesting. And let's explore a few of the highlights from his book, which is actually taught over from the Shorsh Yishai. I think including Melamed, Af L'Machser Mimono, Mitzvah, Kibud Av Ve'em Adifa, just talking about, maybe alluding to the famous story of Dama ben Natina from the Talmud. This actually is featured in talking about Masachet Kedushin section in the Shorsh Yishai book. I think in page number 66. This was, I think, printed in the year 1809, if I'm not mistaken. Then this was actually printed in Livorno, I think, through Daniel and Shmuel Saadon. Also, another teaching from the book is Me'eh Lelamed Banu Umanot Shel Torah Shehi Gam Melechet Shemayim. This once again in the Masachet Kedushin section. Another one, Melamed Shikneh HaTorah importance of teaching, educating students in of itself. Once again, from the פירושים section on page 75, this is. Now another teaching. מלמד שגדול הלימוד כשרוצה לבחור במעשה הטוב. Very, very explicit and very, very great. This comes from page number 69. Once again, exploring the tractate of Masechet Kiddushin. Once again, just reiterating that this book was published in Livorno, I think in the year 1809. So he was a very great rabbi of his time. It's a rabbi we've spoken about on various occasions before, and I recommend everyone to learn more about the great Chachamim, especially from Tunisia. We in this series I probably recorded about at least 150 videos of great rabbanim from Tunisia. Now I do see somewhere that there was another rabbi, Rabbi Shlomo ben Moshe Shamama. I don't know how he was connected to him or not, but yeah, that is very interesting. I think a book will be printed in Livorno called the Sasanochi or Sheshanochi. I hope I pronounced that correctly. It will be someone under the same name as him. I'm not too sure if that's him per se. He actually wrote this other writing, so if anyone else does have clarity on that, please let me know. I think this book was printed in the year 1874, so according to the Hayomi website, it's stated over that he passed away in the year 1806, so unless there was other information, but I think that there was another rabbi named Rabbi Shamama. I wonder if it was a descendant of his or a relative of his to some degree, so that will be interesting. So if anyone's got clarity or could expound on that, I really, really appreciate it. Well, it was a great rabbi from Tunisia, and I can see actually the Shorsh Ishai book that's actually on the HebrewBooks.org website. It states over it was published in the year 1717. So some of the dates don't necessarily confine together. Printed in Livorno, once again, I think it had 253 pages. So I'd actually like to know. It could be that maybe the book was printed in 1817 and there was a mistake on the dates. But please, anyone, if you could confirm the official date when he was actually born or more information, I really, really appreciate it. And he was a very great rabbi of his time. And I think if you also go onto Google, you can actually see the books. Now, it's actually interesting that it's stated on the Google Books website, though. The book was printed in the year 1809 through Robert Daniel and Shmuel Sadon, as we stated before on the outset. So seemingly on the HebrewBooks.org website, maybe there was a mistake somewhere that was actually written on some different websites out there. So that will be very, very interesting. Now, friends, we're a community here. We're learning about famous rabbis. Yes, sir. Yeah. Now, on this article, I've concentrated on Rabbi Shlomo Shamama, who was a great rabbi. His Hilula is the 21st of Tammuz, seemingly passed away in the year 1806. The great, great famous rabbi did. Now, if you feel anyone's interested in watching any of these videos, please share these videos to other people and help grow the community. We are nearing a staggering, at the moment, 7,000 subscribers, which I think is an achievement I never thought we would actually reach when we originally, let's say, compile these video series. We don't just record videos of great rabbis from yesteryear. We try really to explore the rabbis, let's say, from the Spanish countries, from the Ottoman countries, from these different areas which maybe people don't speak about so much. One other project we're doing, we record with an inspirational Jewish personality or inspirational rabbi also in this series. I feel that's very important to give chizuk and to give inspiration to Am Yisrael. We also record videos on the Daf Yomi, daily page of Gemara. That's something very, very, I see, very important and a great coup within regards to the channel where people can get really, really extra inspired. And also we do other videos. We look at the Parashat HaShavua, the weekly Torah reading. That's another project. We speak also about current events we try and delve into and really try and make it as user-friendly as possible, this community, and one where we've got huge Jewish pride and we love to learn about the history of our religion and get a breath. We also do tours of Israel. So let's just say, if you want to experience Jerusalem, you can see on the channel itself, we do video tours of different parts of Yerushalayim, the capital city of Israel, to really, really inspire you guys. So friends, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, join this community, grow. I wish you all a fantastic night. Here recording from Israel, from the city of Bet Shemesh. Have a fantastic night. Laila Tov.